To craft a compelling story based on the Pro-VY Dead outline, I'll maintain the original plot, setting, and themes while condensing it to approximately 6,000 characters, including spaces. The story will be written in natural, conversational American English, with perfect grammar and spelling, and will feature renamed characters to avoid repetition of the original names. I'll aim for a dramatic, engaging tone that builds tension and sparks controversy, ensuring the narrative feels like a gripping tale told over coffee. The story will flow continuously without section breaks, emphasizing pacing, sentence rhythm, and emotional beats. I'll exclude any mention of the YouTube channel and conclude with provocative questions to drive audience engagement. New character names. Karen becomes Linda, the narrator becomes Jake, and Rick and Tanya become Mike and Sarah, respectively. It all started with tire tracks gouged into my front lawn, like some joyriding teenager had mistaken my yard for a racetrack. 3 perfect arcs, deep and ugly, sliced through the grass I'd spent months nurturing. The culprit? Linda's gleaming silver SUV, complete with a gaudy purple license plate that screamed QWNIT and a Save the Planet sticker that mocked her tire tread artistry. I figured it was a one-off maybe a delivery guy got lost, but when it happened again the next day, and then 3 days later, my lawn looked like a monster truck rally had rolled through. Linda, our HOA VYC president and self-crowned queen of neighborhood perfection, lived 2 houses down. Her excuse? The cul-de-sac was substandard, so she saw to use my lawn for her safe 3-point turns. Safe for her, maybe, but my grass was screaming for mercy. I tried talking to her, all neighborly-like, expecting an apology. Instead, she waved a laminated HOA rulebook in my face like it was the Constitution and pointed to my wildflower patch planted for bees. Mind you, as a landscaping violation. If your yard didn't look like a hippie jungle, she sniffed, people wouldn't confuse it for a road. Before I could respond, she peeled out, her tires kissing my flowers goodbye. A week later, an HOA notice arrived, citing me for obstructing community aesthetics. Linda's signature, in that loopy cursive with a star over the I, was practically winking at me. I called the HOA office voicemail. I mailed crickets. Then I spotted her at the dog park, holding court with her windbreaker-wearing minions, loudly claiming my yard was a safety hazard because of 2 cantaloupe-sized stones by my mailbox. Safety hazard? They were decorative like every other house on the block. When she nudged one of those stones with her bumper, snapped photos, and filed a claim for geological sabotage, I snapped too. I started documenting everything. Timestamps, VY Deos, her SUV, creeping onto my lawn like it was on a midnight joyride. The jackpot. Night. VY found footage of Linda at 2 a.m. No headlights, grinding over a solar light she'd already crushed. I posted on the neighborhood app titled HOA VP or Lawn Bandit. The comments blew up. That's Linda's car. I thought those ruts were from UPS. Her defenders vanished faster than ice cream in July. Did she back off? Nope. She doubled down, flagging my wildflowers with neon stakes labeled pending HOA re-VYEW and threatening fines. Non-compliant, she hissed, like it was her personal mantra. This was the woman who'd once cited a neighbor for a too whimsical garden gnome. My lawn was a war-zone dead grass, crushed flowers, and a desperate mulch border I'd cobbled together. Then came the final straw, a final warning taped to my door, signed with a smiley face. I'd had enough. My brother-in-law, a landscaper who owed me a favor, helped me strike back. That night, we planted 3 boulders, each the size of Linda's front wheel, sunk deep in concrete. I named them Roxilla, Linda's Lament, and No Turn Zone. The next morning, Linda's SUV slammed into Roxilla with a thud that woke the birds. She stumbled out, inspecting her bumper like it was fine art, then stormed over, face redder than a stop sign. This VY OLAT's HOA codes, she shrieked. I grinned. Funny, so do your tires. She didn't quit. A crisp envelope appeared in my mailbox, listing due law 1,375 in fines for obstructing traffic flow and disrespecting HOA officials. She cited my grass height, 1.5 inches, not 1.25. My fence color cedar dusk instead of natural pine. Even my recycling bin for being VY Cybele too long. She scheduled a 6:45 a.m. lawn audit, her minions snapping photos while I sipped coffee in my bathrobe. I posted her antics online, exposing how she'd targeted Othursa pride flag here, beige shutters there. Neighbors started whispering. Linda was running a petty dictatorship, and I was her biggest threat. Things got weirder. I caught her sneaking onto my lawn at 2 a.m., dressed like a budget spy, measuring Roxilla and bagging dirt like she was on a CSI spinoff. I posted the footage. Local HOA Linda turned soil bandit. The memes exploded. She called the fire department, claiming my boulders were fire hazards. The crew showed up, took one look, and said, "Rocks don't burn." Linda, undeterred, waved a laminated packet about pyrogeological risks. The captain kicked Roxilla. Solid. No problem. She got billed $800 for wasting their time. Then she crossed a line. A fake city sign appeared on my lawn. Remove non-compliant structures. Code 442.13. It looked legit: seal, barcode, signature, but the date was smudged and the code didn't exist. I found more. Forged notices and a due law, 317 lot stabilization fee. My lawyer was thrilled. She's impersonating a city official. That's a felony. We filed a criminal complaint. Linda even hired a landscaping crew with fake work orders, but the foreman, Marcus, saw through it. "This is fraud," he said, Leah VYing Linda screeching on her porch. The HOA finally acted, suspending her voting power. Neighbors rallied, sharing stories of her tyranny. Wind chimes banned. Lemonade stands shut down. I filed a restraining order and a DULA 21,000 CI VYL suit for harassment and property damage. In court, Linda, in a neck brace and sunglasses, claimed she was investigating topographical anomalies at 2 a.m. The judge granted the order, protecting Roxilla by law. The CIVYL suit was a slam dunk. DULA 21,000 awarded, her forged signs and tip line abuse laid bare. Linda's lawyer looked like he wanted to quit on the spot. Her empire crumbled. She listed her house, but the memes scared buyers away. My sister, Amy, swooped in, posing as a clueless buyer. Linda rambled about the peaceful block, unaware Amy knew everything. At closing, Amy walked in with me. Linda's face froze. "You can't," she whispered. "Oh, I'm not buying," I said. "She is. I'll VY sit, though." Linda left silently, her SUV sputtering past Roxilla one last time. Amy moved in, throwing a block party with boulder-shaped cupcakes and a boulder sweet boulder welcome mat. We framed the restraining order and turned Linda's office into the complaint department, complete with a sunglass-wearing rock. Linda moved 2 blocks away to a duplex with no HOA power. Her name became a neighborhood joke. The HOA coined Category L for petty disputes. A newsletter, The Linda Spotter, mocked HOA horrors. Kids dressed as boulders for Halloween, yelling restraining order when Linda passed. Her new community rejected her after Googling her name. She stopped Leah VYing her house, her SUV a ghost. Once I saw her drive by, staring at Roxilla, now etched with its name. Her punishment wasn't just the lawsuit or the sale. It was irrelevance. The neighborhood she'd ruled now laughed at her. And those rocks? They stood tall, unbothered, forever. What do you think? Did Linda deserve her downfall? Or was I too harsh with those boulders? Should HOAs have less power to meddle in our yards? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like button if you're Team Roxilla, and subscribe for more wild neighbor tales.